Okay guys, I'm back again in another video, and today, as you can tell by the title, I am doing box braids. And these box braids are super long. They're butt length, like right on my butt. I use the rubber band method to do these braids because it's easier. As for me, I'm not really good at gripping the hair, so it really helps you get that grip and hold so that you can braid the hair down. It's good for beginners or people that are first starting off. I wouldn't call myself a beginner because I've done box braids on my hair about 6 times now. I have pictures of how many times. This was the first time I did box braids ever. It wasn't the best. Horrible. And then this is my most recent, which was this summer, and now I'm doing it again. When I get tired of dealing with my natural hair, I just decide to do box braids. It's easy. I don't have to touch my hair. The only thing I have to worry about is slicking my edges, and when it gets old, if I want to, I can take it out or I can just redo them. So for me, I like doing box braids. If you want to know how I got these box braids and what I did and the whole shebang and the process, continue watching. But make sure that you thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and put your notification bell on so you don't miss out on all of this. And we're just gonna get right into this video. Before this video starts, I just want to let you guys know that I look really mad and angry. That is because I did most of my hair the night before, and then I woke up super early before I had to go to class to like do the rest. So I look tired. I did not even brush my teeth. It was like 6 a.m. and I just don't look good. I don't look good. But that is not the point of the video. You came here to learn how to do braids, so ignore my angry face. You will need braiding here. I like using Expression. You will need a rat tail comb or any comb that you have. And you will need rubber bands. You will also need jam. I like strong hold. I feel like the other one isn't strong enough, so that is what I like to do. And then you use the tail of the comb or even the other part of the comb if you like, to part your row. It's easier to part your rows in the front and the back. I really don't care because I just don't care too much for that. But just make sure your part is nice and straight and put the other one out of the way so that it's not in your way. It's not in your way. You don't gotta worry about it. And then you're going to part small pieces or big pieces depending on how big or small you want your braids, and apply some jam on it to keep your hair together. I like to twist my hair a little bit just to keep it inside the braid, and apply the rubber band so that it gives us that hold like I was talking about in the beginning of the video, so that it can grip the hair, because I do not have a strong grip. You don't want to do it too tight because it will most definitely rip out your hair. And then you want to take your braiding hair, you want to stretch it. I start off by just breaking it apart, breaking it down, taking it apart, putting it back together, not in any certain way, just taking it apart and putting it back together. And then I take it piece by piece and I stretch it. As you can see, I am stretching the hair right now. So I put that one on my shoulder and then I just pulled it until it's stretched. You want to make sure that the ends of the hair are no longer blunt cut, but they are nice and just like even. I'm about to show you how it looks and the difference between the two. So you do not want it to be blunt cut. You want it to look like this, more nice and straight and evened, not like that. Not like that. You don't want to look like that. That bluntness is a no-no. It's a no-no. And I continue this process for all the hair. I start off by doing them in sections. So right now I'm just using the amount of hair that I'm going to use on that one braid. You can do it all together before you do this, before you even start braiding your hair, so that you don't have to worry about it every time you're going on to the next braid. But I like to do it piece by piece, and the amount of hair you need for each braid, it needs to be more than the hair that you already have. You don't want it to be the same amount because then your hair is going to stick out, and you also don't want it to be too much because you don't want the braids to be too heavy. So that's how all the hair looks together, stretched out and even. And then I'm going to take it apart and connect them, kind of like a loop them together, like if you was taking two hooks and putting them together. So I just laid the other one in the middle and put it there. And then I have 4 parts of that one piece of hair. I'm going to put 2 on each side, and then I'm just going to braid my hair into it. So I took my hair and added it to one of the 3 pieces, because you're going to take 2 of those pieces and put them together, and the other 2 are going to be by themselves. Once you have a good grip on your hair, you can begin braiding. The ends of the hair might get a little tangled because it's so long, so you might have to stop every now and again and untangle them, as you'll see me do a few times throughout this video, but most of the time it's perfectly fine. I love this braiding hair because it's super long and it stretches out, and you can make it as long as you like. And also I only have to cut it once, and the package has a lot of hair within it. If you're wondering what I meant when I said I had to cut it, the hair comes really long, and butt length is only half that amount once you've stretched it and everything. So I'll have a picture on the screen so this makes more sense. But where the rubber band is, I cut it first. I unbraided the plait, and then I'll have 2 sections, and I just cut it where the rubber band is, because there's always a rubber band in the braiding hair. So wherever your rubber band is on the braiding hair when you purchase it, that's where you want to cut it. When you're braiding, little loops or lumps might appear in the braid, and you can just loosen them and rebraid them, or you can just cut them after you're done. I like to rebraid them because it just makes it look more neat, so do as you please, but I just prefer to loosen them and redo them. And sometimes the ends of the hair get tangled. I think I already mentioned that, but you can always pull them off and detangle them. Is not that hard or difficult. And I will put company where I got this hair from in the description box below. I got like 8 packets for $25, and I don't know for you guys or how much you spend on your braiding hair, but that's cheap for me because I normally spend 5 per pack, and if I got 8 I would have been spending $40, and I got 25 for just 8. So yeah, I'll put that down below. And this is just me doing another braid. I didn't record like the other process of it. I don't know why, but I will show an in-depth process after this. So that's me parting the hair again, making sure that it's neat. Since it's the front of my head, all the ones in the front were really neat. The back is really where I struggle, and I really don't care about. You can use a mirror when you're doing that, like double mirrors or whatever, but I'm just applying the jam and then putting my rubber band down as always, because that's what we do. This is the process. And once the rubber band's down, I'm going to show you guys the process of me doing the hair. So I just cut that hair, so that is the 2 sections put together, and that's the amount that I'm going to use for that braid. And as you can see, it's very blunt and not stretched out yet. So I just start off by taking pieces of it apart, piece by piece by piece, and then I put them all together. I don't know, yeah. Sometimes there's parts that come out and I'm just putting them back, and as you can see, I just stretch it, pull it apart, and I just continue to pull it apart until the ends look like that. You don't want to use a lot of hair at a time because it can get really messy. The little pieces by pieces, you can just take them and stretch them, and then comb your hands through them, stretch them, comb your hands through them. It's a really easy process. It's just tedious because you have to keep doing it unless you like do them all together, but I just prefer doing like this. And then we're going to hook them together. As you can see, those are the 3 pieces. So 2 of them, you start off with 4, you put 2 of them together, and now you have 3, and then you just braid it with your hair. So you kind of hook the hair, the braiding hair, onto your natural hair, like 2 on each side, hook it on, and then you just combine your hair with it and begin braiding. As we go along the video, I'll understand it more. I don't know if this is helpful, but I hope it is. Also, you can use the jam to slick your hair down so that it's not in your way. Normally, I put some on my ends, but I just didn't feel like I needed to. But yeah, you can apply some to your ends, apply some to your hair. You don't have to just apply it to the roots like I do. I just feel like it helps keep my hair together because sometimes my hair like stick into the other braids. So yeah, but you're just using it to hold your hair so that it doesn't get in the way or stick outside the braid. It just stays within the braid. And like I said before, there might be little pieces of hair that stick out. You can cut them, or you can take out the entire braid and rebraid it. If I'm at the bottom, I normally just take it out. But since I wasn't, I decided to cut it. And now I'm just making sure my part is straight. And, you know, getting it nice and straight, That's why I like this comb, because it allows you to get that straight part. That nice and straight part. Yes. And then I'm just putting that hair to the side, you know, get out the way. And then I'm parting my hair. And as I forgot to mention this earlier, but when you part your hair, you want your part to be in the middle of the other hair. As you can see, the parts of this hair is going directly in the middle of that braid down there. So when you do that, it makes the hair look fuller. And yeah, so just do that. Part the hair in the middle of the other braid. Do not line your parts up. That's basically what I'm trying to say, but I need to say it in a better way. So don't line your parts up. As you can see, that other one is in the middle of it also. So make sure that their parts are in the middle of each braid. Yes. It's okay if you can't line them up always, but at least majority of the time. And here I'm just making a bunch of parts and putting them together, and then push all of them back, and I'm focusing on one. So here I'm just stretching the hair, looping it together. We have our 3 pieces, and you can see how I hook the braiding hair onto my actual hair, and how I intertwine the hair with my hair. So you see, I just hooked it, and then I just add my hair to one of the 3 pieces, and I begin braiding. And I'm just gonna braid, and I'm just gonna braid, and I'm just gonna braid and braid and braid and braid and braid, and try not to lose my edges, because it was definitely hurting. But that's how you know you're doing it right, when it hurt. Because when you get your hair done in the shop, that don't be hurting. But I'm gonna save my edges, because that's not what we finna do. I can't be walking around with no edges. What the hell? Anyway, so I have another section. I'm stretching the hair, making sure it's nice and tight and right, and everything is nice. We're gonna separate it, and we're going to hook it together. Take those 4 pieces, turn them into 3, hook it onto the hair. You see how my finger went through and added the other hair to one of the pieces, and then we begin braiding. I think that was the best part that I've shown throughout this entire video. I love it. There's so much beauty in braiding your own hair and not having to spend hundreds of dollars in a shop. The struggles of a college student. Yeah, but hopefully I can help other people save some coins, because honey child, I never really got my hair done in the shop because my sister does hair, and now I can do my own hair. And plus, I don't really trust many people with my hair, because everybody just wants to throw my edges away. They just want me to be bald. They wanna root my hair out of its I don't know. Like, I can't trust anybody. Okay, back on topic. We're going to part the hair again and apply the rubber band. You see how I'm getting these nice crisp parts? I think that comb is like magic or something. And here we go, doing it again. You see how my finger went through? It's so slick. Yeah, I'm just gonna allow you guys to watch me do this, because I feel like I've explained it already like 2 times, and y'all probably like, shut up, we get it now, we get it. We're pros, stop talking. So this is the last braid that I'm going to do, and yeah, I hope you guys got the gist of this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and everything. And yeah, I'm gonna finish the rest of this off camera and come back and show you guys what I'm really working with, how I'm really doing this for real. Okay, let me shut up. So this is the final look of the braids. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and share this video. See you guys in my next video. Remember to be beautiful and love yourself.